We are live.
Huh?
We're live? Really?
नहीं
Oh.
हाँ नहीं नहीं
Shivam scary.
क्या अभी live?
Yes, sir.
No no
Wonderful.
Yes, we are.
हाँ
Oh no, we are.
So, looking ahead to the 3 T20I, or 5, I beg your pardon.
5, yeah.
T20Is versus South Africa. Personally, I'm really looking forward to some international cricket after non-stop IPL. At least you have a team.
you didn't
to
enjoy
support.
too much it seems
I don't support a team like you do. Your team reached the final.
that's more heartbreaking if you lose in the final I think
Agreed.
Huh?
Where was there in 2021?
been there
Not a
done
good,
that
not a good feel.
no but
De facto, I became beach mein Gujarat fan because of the way they were playing.
And because they sent you the jersey.
Yeah, two reasons. And then
it was a
Hardik
blue,
Pandya.
it was a blue color jersey
blue jersey.
Team blue.
but I think more importantly one team that everyone here supports is
Men in blue.
Team
Team
India.
India.
But this series, as you said, it's not going to be an easy task for India. It's a full strength South African team. In fact, we were just trying to figure out the players and we realized that the options that they have, both in batting and bowling,
Massive.
and some of these players have played in the IPL and the way they've played and performed, it is going to be very difficult for India.
Yeah.
For more on the South African players, we've done a video on Sports Today. Top 6 South African players
Threats
to watch out for.
Okay.
So check that video out. Plenty of information there if you're trying to assess how the South African team is looking at the moment. But today we are here talking about the Indian team, and we're going to be picking our 11. And even though some big stalwarts like Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli and Jasprit Bumrah are missing, yet there will still be a lot of jostling for paces. We'll have to look at who makes it out of the squad.
Nikitin Soni is asking, who are you all? So
How
this
are
is
you all,
okay.
How are you?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Hi, Nikitin.
I thought let me.
Paramveer is saying hello, Steve Waugh.
Thank you.
We are Mark.
Hello.
We're
hello.
Mark actually, no? Yeah.
Maybe
Paramveer, we're Mark.
maybe
You were Mark.
he's
Waugh.
realized the quality.
Pawan, tell you what, today we're not sitting. Today we're standing because it's a tough job.
Yes.
Cheers.
He gave us chairs in the emojis
Thank
as
you
well.
so
Thank
much,
you so
Pawan,
much.
for giving
Oh.
us chairs. But we got to be standing. It's a tough task ahead to pick
Yes.
the 11 players. Quickly take us to the squad. So how many members in total?
18.
18 members squad that India picked for the 5 T20Is versus South Africa, and to fit them into different slots. So just to let you know, we've divided it into 6 categories because that's what. Firstly, I'm just going to ask the two of you. 2 openers, no doubt about that. 2 middle order batsmen.
Yeah.
You think so, or more, or less, or whatever you think? 2,
At least 2.
2. So are you okay with 2 to 4, 1 keeper, 5?
Yeah.
If we get another keeper, he'll be counted as a middle order
order
batsman.
okay.
So 2, 4, 5, 1 all-rounder, 6. If there's another all-rounder, he'll have to fit in as a spinner or a pacer or whatever. So that is done. And then 2 spinners. We agree that 2 spinners will play?
Yeah.
We agree that 3 fast bowlers.
Three
Yes.
pacers.
Any change in that combination? Someone
No,
disagrees?
Don't think so.
Says that no?
No. That would pretty much
Not
be,
to me.
No.
No. So that you agree on.
Yeah.
So 3 plus
Anyone
2
of you
spinners,
disagree
5,
with this? Let us
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Yes.
Yes.
That's your
That's how we
11.
will be breaking the team down.
Out of these 18 names, the 18 member squad that the selectors have picked, of course led by KL Rahul, we will try and prune this list to 11 players who we think will feature in the
Yes.
first T20
Can you
international
give
against
some
South
room
Africa.
that side and reduce the room here, because when they will be standing there, then they might not fit in.
So what I am going to do is,
Yes. Give you options first.
yes. So you have to pick your 2 openers. Shane will pick his 2 openers. I will pick my 2 openers.
Yes.
Then whatever is the consensus, or even if we don't arrive at any consensus,
Yes.
we'll figure out the common factors.
Okay, just go to the channel for now. I remember the 3 options, so we'll go to the channel. We'll come back to the squad a little later. Yes. Okay, so three options for openers are Ishan Kishan, Ruturaj Gaikwad, KL Rahul.
Of course.
So
Venkatesh Iyer is not a.
No, for India,
He's not an
because
opening.
he's
No, I get your point.
middle
yeah.
order. He's
Yeah.
fighting for a middle order spot.
and with Hardik there, doubt he's starting, honestly.
We'll get to it later. Don't jump the gun.
Is he still fighting?
No.
That's why I'm saying don't reach there. No? Leave that debate. Let's start with the openers. Three options. Any other that you would look at? We already started getting a lot of options that people have picked. So who are we going to go for? I'm going with
So KL Rahul, Ishan Kishan, and Ruturaj
KL
Gaikwad.
Rahul. All agree?
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, he's
Captain
the
of the
skipper,
team.
so
He's the
he-
captain.
So write that name. Na?
All right.
Done. Easy peasy. KL Rahul.
That's an
captain of the
obvious
team.
one.
Plus, okay, now between Ishan Kishan and Ruturaj Gaikwad, I'm going with Ruturaj Gaikwad.
Same.
I am also putting down Ruturaj Gaikwad's name, although maybe I think Ishan Kishan might just start.
Right-left combination.
You think Kishan will play?
But
We are picking Ruturaj.
Gaikwad. And you have reasons. I have reasons. Why reasons? Because Gaikwad came into the team for the T20 series before the IPL, but got injured, so missed out. Unfortunately, I would like for him to get some chances. And yes, Ishan did get a few chances before that, and I want to see Ruturaj also do at that level. And because Ishan also came in because of his wicket keeping skill, but now that DK has also come into the mix, there are many options.
Yeah, exactly.
So if I'm looking at a batsman, if I have to choose, again, both had similar kind of IPLs, you could say, not great by their standards, but I just purely, and this is very personal opinion, and there's a bias there in that sense, I find him more pleasing to the eye, and I find him more comfortable against both fast bowling, spin bowling, and a much more rounded batsman than Ishan. Again, nothing taking away from Ishan, just if you had to pick which is the better batsman of the two, purely on what I've seen, I'm going with Ruturaj Gaikwad. So that's why I picked
fair
it.
enough.
Any other reasons?
I think the first time Ruturaj got an opportunity to play for India was against Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
And that's it. Thereafter, he didn't get too many opportunities. The one opportunity that he again got, he got injured, as you said. And the selectors, the team management, I'm sure they realize the potential that Ishan Kishan has, and also, he's been given quite a number of chances. So maybe it is time to look for Ruturaj Gaikwad and then decide if there is a spot available, for a second opener for India in the T20 World Cup or in times to come, then you pick one of those options. So my is Ruturaj and KL Rahul.
So
it's
Hugh
everybody.
Parmar also agrees with us. He's gone with Rahul and Ruturaj. He says no doubt.
doubt.
Big Boy is saying, he's pointing at me saying Pune bias since I'm from Pune.
And
Gone with
Ruturaj.
Ruturaj Gaikwad. So that's not the case, by the way. Not because of that. I told you why. I like him more, and I think he has more potential as a batsman, much more well-rounded batsman. Because in Ishan's case, I know he's been an impact player, but there are certain visible weaknesses that you can see. One against genuine pace that we saw. The other, even against spinners, he was struggling to rotate strike, get singles, doubles. Where Ruturaj looks very comfortable. Yes, not in great form, similar form for the two.
Yeah, but also if you're looking at it that way, Gaikwad, the few matches where he did play well, he played very well.
Yeah.
He started off very poorly, but then later on, once Conway came back, he did kind of show glimpses. Ishan Kishan, poor guy, struggled throughout the tournament. So if you're going on that, and obviously I know it's not the only factor.
But despite those struggles, he scored, I think, close to 420, 30 odd runs. But at a strike rate of 120.
Exactly.
Ishan Kishan.
Yeah, Ishan.
Ishan Kishan.
He wasn't playing the way he normally plays. which
And
is-
if Ishan Kishan misses out, he would consider himself a little unlucky or unfortunate. Why? Because see, this match has to be played at Firozshah Kotla Stadium. Now we know that stadium as Arun Jaitley Stadium.
Yeah.
So it's a fresh wicket. Hasn't been used much. The only time it was used.
I thought we'd give it tomorrow.
No, we're not. I'm not giving anything away. So the only time it was used, we would know that. So
Just to give you a small sneak peek into what's coming your way tomorrow. Inside knowledge of the Firozshah Kotla ground based on experience.
especially the way we saw that left-hander who played at number 3, the way he got out.
True.
So, it's a fresh wicket. He would want to bat on a fresh wicket. And South Africa, they have bowlers who can bowl with express pace.
Yeah.
Yep.
But still, they have one of the best, in fact, leading wrist spinners in this format at least.
The world number 1.
Yeah,
W.
Shamsi.
ADJJ says Sanju Samson should be the third top order player after Rohit
Sir,
and KL and
unfortunately, he cannot be airlifted to
Yeah.
Kotla.
No, I think he's generally saying in general.
I think Sanju Samson, hopefully, he may get his opportunity in the next series.
Also, he has to knock the door down. I mean, if selectors are not
Yes.
Blow that door down.
and you
at
yeah,
this
but
point.
how do you blow it down? By doing a 600, 700 run IPL season,
Exactly.
do it. You're batting in the top order, your teams reach the final, he can do it. And we know strike rate is never an issue with him. He has all the shots in the book, everything. But has to get big scores consistently.
Yes,
Do it, force
yes,
them
yes.
to look at you. Like the season that Gaikwad had or Venkatesh Iyer had previously. They forced
21,
the
yeah.
selectors to look
But to be very honest, Ruturaj had a consistent season here in India also and the UAE leg also.
correct.
Yes.
For Venkatesh Iyer, although he didn't get
didn't
those
play-
many,
he didn't play in the India
yes,
leg
he
only.
didn't get those many opportunities. The second half of that IPL, he was
played
very
very
good.
well, yeah.
He earned himself a spot in the India 11 then.
Okay, a lot of people commenting on the bowlers. We'll get to that.
Yeah, first let's talk about the middle order.
So middle order, that's going to
I
be
think number
very
3
interesting.
is
Just go
also
back to the
sorted.
squad.
Should not be a okay.
go back
First,
to the,
yeah,
squad.
the options that you
Yes.
have.
So for number 3 now, you can look at various options. There will be Deepak Hooda also because you batted at number 3
For
during
Lucknow,
the IPL.
yes.
There's Shreyas Iyer.
Hmm.
Then there is actually.
Why not Rishabh Pant?
Rishabh Pant we know will not bat at number 3. You can throw his name.
No, but I'm talking about just
yes,
for number
number
3 you're
three,
saying.
yeah,
Okay,
right.
what I was thinking was number 3 and 4.
Yeah. So I think at the moment there'll be no doubt, especially with no Suryakumar Yadav also around, who also could have been a contender.
Yeah.
And if you remember, before the IPL, Shreyas had an outstanding T20 series.
Yes.
For 2 70s and a 40.
No, I think all 3 matches he
All
got
three
a half
matches were half
century
centuries.
and all unbeaten.
2
Yes.
70s and 1 40 or 50, I can't
50,
remember.
no, all
3
three
half
half
centuries,
centuries.
all
May have been
unbeaten.
a 50, yeah.
All unbeaten.
But 2 70s and a very good strike rate. So that's a no-brainer, I think. Iyer comes in as
absolutely.
well.
The only way he would have missed out is if Surya and Virat were both available.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So Shreyas Iyer comes in at 3 for sure.
Yeah.
You'll need now number. So
4.
why we're only saying 4? He could bat at 5 if a keeper comes there. So right now we just don't be so fixated with number 4. We're just looking at another middle order batsman. Whether it's 4 or 5, we don't know. We'll come to it later. Should we keep it for a little later? Because
Yeah,
it'll be
we can
deciding
always come back.
of
We
how.
can always come back.
So keeper, I know there will be arguments made in various ways as to should DK be that guy, should Rishabh
be that guy.
I think that since Rishabh has decided not to rest,
I think he's starting.
yeah, I think
Also
he's
named
starting.
vice captain. So I think unless they want to rest Rishabh, maybe in the dead rubber things,
Yeah.
I don't think they're playing DK purely as a keeper. Maybe as a batsman.
Or unless they want
I
to
agree.
rest KL Rahul.
No, I won't. Yeah, later.
Later?
Yeah, but we're just looking at the
So
first. T20.
keeper, you're saying Rishabh Pant.
Rishabh has to be Rishabh.
Yeah,
Easy choice again, I think. Yeah.
yeah. I think. I mean, we'll get to the Dinesh Karthik.
Conundrum.
Yeah, question. And if you remember, we were the first ones to actually speak about DK
Purely as a
being
batting
part
option,
of the
yes.
T20 World Cup squad. So we're a great, believer in DK
Big
and
DK
his
fans.
abilities. Yeah, but at the moment, I'm just saying for the first T20, he may get his chance towards the latter half of the series, depending on how the series is going. Actually, either ways, if you're winning, you can give chances. If you're losing, you would want to do some changes.
Yeah.
So either way, I think he would get a chance towards the latter half of the series. So maybe not now. He misses out. We'd love to see what comments come on.
And also,
Karthik.
if you see for number 4, the names that are there in the squad, Deepak Hooda, he's batted at number 3 in the IPL.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's batted at number 4, number 5, number 6 also. Then Shreyas Iyer has already been included at number 3. Rishabh Pant bats at number 4 for his franchise.
IPL team, yeah.
Dinesh Karthik may not be there at number 4. Hardik, he's done, he did incredibly well for his franchisee at that number 4 position. Venkatesh Iyer would be a little dicey.
No.
So all the options that you have, in fact, what if the team management decides let's have Ishan Kishan at number 3 and Shreyas Iyer at number 4.
Which is why I said that debate we'll keep for later. So if you write down,
Or maybe Ruturaj Gaikwad at number 3 and Ishan Kishan and KL Rahul to open with.
That's what I'm saying. So those we could get to little. That's why I left this spot, and you could give various options if someone does, and if two people agree, then maybe we can make changes. For now, I thought that let's put down the names that we know. There won't be too much debate about. So all-rounder one that will come. I mean, there is Venkatesh Iyer, Hardik Pandya, and Akshar Patel, but I think you debate.
Hardik for sure is...
So yeah, again a name that no debate.
The IPL champion.
Yeah, player of the tournament for me in the IPL. So Mr. Pandya.
Was he the player of the
No,
tournament?
I don't know officially. I'm saying for me.
Butler was.
Butler was the
For
MVP.
me, the MVP.
He was the man of the match.
Man of the match.
Yeah.
For me, the MVP. So that is Hardik Pandya that does it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So out of 11, we have 5 names, which may or may not change.
I doubt
Quite
they will
right.
change. Got it. Excuse me.
Excused.
Spinners 2.
I
Or
don't
you
think
think
it's.
No, you.
I think one spinner
Anyone think? Okay, I'm just going to throw in a proposition. Anyone think that if Deepak Huda comes in as that middle order player, and that then adds to one spinner that you've got alongside another spinner that you play, and then 3 fast bowlers, and because Hardik becomes your 6th bowling option in that case, and between Huda and Hardik you could divide your overs. Does that then allow you to have another person here in the middle order, in which case a Dinesh Karthik comes in also alongside a Deepak Huda? Then you keep one spinner here, which could be Yuzi Chahal, and then your 3 fast bowlers. And how does that 11 look? Is that something that should look?
Batting looks good, but I think for me, if you ask me, Yuzi Chahal of course walks into this 11.
So right, anyone down
Yuzi
there?
Chahal?
So let's
No.
just write
Okay.
Yuzi Chahal for
Yuzi
start.
as the, if you're picking even one spinner, he has to be.
For now, just write one because
We don't know.
I just threw an idea there, and you guys could debate
So-
it. That if you get a Deepak Huda who can sometime be
Fair
that
enough.
spinner, and you've got a Hardik Pandya who now we know can bowl, so then that does your 6 bowling options are done with that. And then you could think, okay, maybe let's strengthen the batting. So then I've got 1, 2 at number 3, number 4, number 5 could be Pant, number 6 a Hardik Pandya, number 7 a DK, or vice versa, or whatever. So you could just look at that, and that is just a suggestion
So-
I had. But Rahul says no.
Sorry,
Rahul says
no.
no for that.
I like that idea. It actually strengthens your batting also, but.
Bowling becomes a bit.
But we are also looking at the World Cup, where we know we need to have 3 spinners who will be going for that World Cup in the squad.
Okay.
And as of now, I would much rather want to see a Kuldeep Yadav back in the back in India colours. And remember, he wasn't playing any cricket. He was injured. Then he was named in the Ranji Trophy. He had made himself available for Ranji Trophy, which is when the selectors and the team management decided that we need Kuldeep Yadav. So I think they also want to see Kuldeep Yadav back in this team, and the more he plays, the better it will be for his confidence. And it's a top class team, South Africa. I would want to have Kuldeep Yadav against a top class South African team in the 11. Because see, Kuldeep Yadav is actually in the fray for that World Cup spot.
Firstly, you are not going with that theory of having a.
You never know.
No, I'm just saying,
maybe
no,
Deepak
you're
Huda
the
does
selector.
feature in my 11.
No. I'm saying in which case, if you take Deepak Huda, then just keep one spinner and treat Pandya and Huda as your 5th bowling option between these two. So total 6 options. So that theory you're not going. You're going with 2 specialist spinners for now. That's
Yes.
what you want.
No, I
for
would
you-
also prefer 2 specialist spinners, especially considering we're reuniting Kulcha.
Okay, so done.
Which shouldn't have happened.
So that is decided that this we're not doing. We are going in with 2 specialist spinners. That's
Yeah.
decided. No more option of dividing
part-time
between
bowlers.
Pandya, no
Yeah.
part-time. They're not. They're better than part-time actually.
No,
Pandya
but-
and
Not Pandya, no. Deepak Huda maybe.
okay, sure enough. So second spinner. Now we have to debate. You have gone with Kuldeep.
Kuldeep.
Now I was thinking between Kuldeep and Akshar. Okay.
Yeah.
And I had Akshar slightly ahead because of his batting.
Batting.
Especially because now when we're not
Jadeja.
going with this, where we're not going to take another specialist thing, a batsman here, where I thought that you could just fit in with one spinner, one more middle order batsman, 3. We're going to keep 2. That's not happening. He would give you that sort of batting. But the only thing that went against Akshar. So, because if you're looking like for like, because remember Ravindra Jadeja is the guy who's going to be there, and that brings balance to your team because he's then the all-rounder too. And in batting ability, then you've got someone like an Akshar who we've seen with the bat in the IPL win you games too. The only thing on second thought, why I started having my doubts over Akshar is that he also spins the ball away from right-handers and into the lefty, which and also Yuzi Chahal does that. And you will need, because they've got a few left-handers in the South African team, you would need someone to take the ball away from them and naturally spin is Kuldeep Yadav. So that brings it 50-50, and so okay, I'll go with Kuldeep. I also want to see Kulcha together, but it was a close call. I just wanted to give. What about you?
No, Kuldeep.
Kuldeep.
Just a thought.
Ex-KKR player. So
just a thought. They have somebody like Tabraiz Shamsi in their in their team. So South Africans know how to play a wrist spinner. They would have been Chinaman to be precise. So in the nets they must have been playing him for months, for years, and they know. So would that be a thought, maybe if it crosses the team management's mind, that maybe we can have an Akshar Patel there?
That would be a safe option, because again you're keeping the batting a little.
That's why I was thinking of an Akshar Patel, and because he's such a like for Ravi Jadeja.
Exactly.
And we're not talking about somebody, we're not fitting in somebody at number 8. We're talking about number 7.
Correct.
Yes. 7 is a reasonably
correct
higher position in the batting order, but in terms of lower middle order, we call it.
Unless the only way you could sustain this is, that's why I said the one way is you remove the spinner, get an extra middle order batsman. But if that doesn't happen, then you get in an Akshar. Or the other thing is, if you want to gamble, because if out of your 3 fast bowlers, 2 are Harshal and Bhuvi, who are no mugs with the bat, then maybe you might say that okay, 7 is Harshal and 8 is Bhuvi, or vice versa, or whatever. But still kind of looks thin. So actually on second thought, you might have to go with Akshar.
So what I can do as of now, let's decide it. We'll come back.
Yeah, it's a tough call.
We'll give it a thought.
And
once again,
let's get a few comments. Let's see a few comments for what people are saying. So Lafibar is saying DK at 6 and Harshal at 7. For DK to be at 6, Hardik Pandya then goes to 7, and in which case then you go back to my formula of just playing one spinner and making Deepak Hooda your second spinner and Hardik Pandya your 6th bowling option. That is the only way that can happen, but we discussed that might not be the way the Indian team goes, and maybe the right way would be to have 2 spinners. So Divyanshu Luthra has gone with Akshar.
Just that it strengthens your batting.
Washi is the perfect 7 instead of Jaddu, but he's not part of the squad, so that question is out. So that is the thing. So ADJJ is saying for long term it is good.
So as of now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Kuldeep and Akshar, we'll come back to it. We'll come back to it.
Suresh Sharma has gone with Kuldeep Yadav.
Okay.
So the world is divided on that as well.
Okay. If I ask you, in fact both of you,
Prince Jain is saying why are you not selecting Ishan opener? He's done well in international. Prince, you just go back to the start of our video. We've given reasons why we've gone with Ruturaj Gaikwad and not Ishan Kishan. Though, as Rahul points out, that this is the team that we are picking depending on what we think is right, but there's a good chance that Ishan does play.
Indeed.
Sorry, you were saying.
No, I'm just asking you. Today, I know
Prakash Jha has also gone with Akshar.
I know the World Cup is still a few months away from here. But today, if you had to pick one out of the 2, Kuldeep Yadav or Akshar Patel in that World Cup squad, who would be your choice? One out of the 2.
Ravindra Jadeja.
No, okay. I'm saying basically, so Ravindra Jadeja is there, Yuzi Chahal is there.
Done.
So you just have one option now: Akshar Patel or Kuldeep.
For the squad.
For the T20 World Cup squad.
Okay, now because
yours is Kuldeep.
So because Ravi Jadeja is there, there's no point having a similar player, and I need some option. Then I'll go with Kuldeep for sure. But then in this series, why Akshar is a
But then
very, very
the
tempting
same
option.
very theory that you just mentioned, that Yuzi Chahal and Akshar Patel, that goes for that goes for Ravindra Jadeja also.
Yes.
Both of them, they will spin the ball away from the right-hander.
Yes, but I think they will still go with these two options, simply because of and if you remember, we discussed this. But Yuzi Chahal is the best spinner right now, so he
Right.
is there. But what Jadeja brings is two other dimensions: outstanding fielder and
he has
just
add
transformed as a
batting.
batsman.
Yeah.
So you can't keep that, and that's why he becomes a compelling proposition. What happened is, and that's why you remember I spent a lot of time discussing that day about why Ashwin may be thinking that he needs to really hone his batting skills, because he must have seen that. To be fair, Jadeja is not the best 2 or 3 spinner in this country at the moment. Just on spinning talent, there is a Kuldeep Yadav or an Akshar Patel who would match Jadeja in terms of their. But where Jadeja goes ahead of them is because he's such a better batsman.
He is actually a multi-dimensional
And gun
player.
fielder as well.
Yes. So I think because of all that, and it just gives that balance to your team. And see, this time I was giving an option of having an extra middle order instead of 2 that we're going to 3, and do with Huda as your other spinner and Pandya as also the 6th option, only because Jadeja is not there, and then your 7, your tail starts. No disrespect to Harshal and so that's why I was giving that option. But what happens when Jadeja comes? The whole balance changes. You don't have to worry. 2 spinners can play. He'll also do the batting. So in that regard, it's Jadeja who starts.
And as
then
for
Kuldeep goes.
Ashwin, of course, he did pretty well with the bat and bowled pretty well with the ball also. But still, I think even if it is if Ashwin is in that race, then I think Washington's Sundar is ahead of him.
True.
Sure. I'm just saying he's been injured also a lot now, Washington, and all I'm saying is I don't think Ashwin is guaranteed, but I'm saying I try to put myself in Ashwin's shoes, and I'm thinking that listen, I'm doing everything I can do with my bowling, and I'm not being the most successful spinner in this country. I'm not in the top 2, 3 or whatever, so I'll never make it to the white ball squad. It'll be an honest assessment if he doesn't. How else can I do something to? And the perfect example is that of Ravindra Jadeja. So I'm saying that's why he may be trying. Though you're right that there will be a Washington Sundar as well, and there'll be other contenders. But I think that spot may be still easy to fight between 3, 2, whereas pure spinner it's much tougher.
So do you want to decide it here, right now, Kuldeep or Akshar, or
Let's look
let's
at
see
Pacers.
if
Let's
actually
Let's look at who the Pacers will be first.
Okay,
Pacers,
let's go the pacer. Bhuvi Kumar, do all of us agree?
Yeah.
Bhuvi will be
With
the
no Bumrah, you need an experienced hand. So I'm going with Bhuvaneshwar Kumar.
Yeah, that's
also was started nailing his Yorkers in the IPL.
Yes.
Yeah.
Need his
he
experience.
bowled well against West Indies and Sri Lanka also.
Yes,
He was pretty okay with during the IPL, and now I think he'll be the leader of that.
He's leading that pack for
Yeah.
sure.
And I'm also going to go with Harshal Patel.
Same here.
Yeah, same.
You?
No debate. No
Experience,
debate.
death bowling, T20 specialist.
But now comes
good
the
idea. Yeah, I
tricky
think,
question.
Yes.
I'll tell you why. Because the options that you have Avesh Khan, who was there in the Indian team earlier.
Played 1-1 game in both
Yes.
seasons.
And then you have Arshdeep and Umran Malik, both uncapped.
Yes.
They have barged into this team on the basis of their performances in the IPL. At least Umran Malik definitely.
Arshdeep has been consistent for like 4-5 years.
Exactly. At least Umran Malik definitely. So now the tricky question is Avesh Khan, Umran Malik or Arshdeep?
I'm writing out Umran. Not in the start of the series.
I'm picking mine. It's Arshdeep simply because doing consistently well, and you need a left hand,
I have a counter question to
left
that.
arm.
I have a counter question to that. Not for the first time this is going to happen that India will field an 11 without a left arm pacer.
Yes. True.
Right? Avesh Khan, he played for India, didn't get too many games.
Yes.
So wouldn't you want to test him and give him more confidence by playing him in a few more games?
There is no wrong answer to this. To be fair, if Avesh played, no issue. Even if Umran played, no issues, because again, what was the argument against Umran? We were saying that yes, he's quick, he can, pace doesn't come easy, but he's too inexperienced. So you have to give him experience. How else do you give him experience? by playing in bilateral series. Now you can't play him in the World Cup or Asia Cup. So even if you were to play Umran, no issues. There is no wrong answer.
No, I'm not saying Umran. I'm also.
I know. Even Avesh. That's what I'm saying. No wrong answer. Even if Avesh plays, you're right. In the pecking order, he was ahead of these guys, and we're not looking. And he didn't have outstanding IPL or an okay IPL.
But again, they've said very clearly they're not going to only be looking at.
Exactly. But I agree with that. But I'm just saying that because of the variety that I would want a left armer and the fact that Arshdeep has now been consistently, I was just reading a few reports about how in the nets he's been impressing now in the India nets also, nailing those Yorkers again and again. So I would want to see, and also would want him to get some benefit of having done consistently well over the years.
5
not
years
just
in
one,
IPL, 5 years.
Not just one IPL that he's done well. So I would go with him, but again, for some other players you could debate like, oh, why you played him. But if tomorrow you see the day after you see the team sheet and there is Avesh, no issues. Makes sense. If there is a Umran, no issues. Maybe they're trying to give him that experience. So that's a plan. No wrong answer. Personally,
I again same. I would also pick Arshdeep only for the left armer thing.
Okay.
Otherwise, I think they're probably going to start with Avesh, but my choice would be.
The same reason that I gave for Kuldeep Yadav, I am also picking Arshdeep because I doubt with Bumrah, Bhuvi, Mohammad Shami already there, and also Harshal Patel. I think Harshal Patel would be ahead in that pecking order. When I talk about the T20 World Cup, he should be ahead of Avesh Khan.
For sure,
but
for sure.
100%.
surely they will need a left arm pacer, and now that T Natarajan, because the selectors do not want to take a risk with the T Natarajan in the squad because he's injury prone. He's injury prone, so that is one of the reasons why he was not picked. And one left armer, if I need one, I think I will go with Arshdeep. In fact, I would want Arshdeep to play as many matches as possible to test him and take a call whether he is in my squad for the T20 World Cup. So Arshdeep is also unanimous choice.
Shivam, go to the comments. Let's see what our subscribers are saying.
Yeah, you have that.
Yeah, so just go down, bottom. We'll try and take a few comments that may have come in. So these are the three fast bowlers we picked. Two spinners is UZ. We're still not decided between Kuldeep and Akshar. So we'll just get to that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So like Wenger is saying you guys picked only 5 batsmen. That's not true because you're not looking at Hardik Pandya.
Yeah.
And also we are left with one more spot, by the way.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
One middle order batsman who was not picked.
We're still waiting.
One middle order batsman will come here.
Yeah, no, just put his name. We'll just go. Yeah. So we have to pick that. We just left it because there will be a bit of looking at the squad. So I'm just taking a few. Austin Kuna has picked KL and Ishan to open. Then Shreyas, Pant, Hardik, DK, Akshar, Harshal, Bhuvi, Arshdeep, UZ. So that's his team, which is good one. Yes. Pranit Datta has picked Rahul, Gaikwad, Shreyas Iyer, Pant, Hardik, Huda, Venkatesh Iyer. He's got Harshal, UZ, Arshdeep, Bhuvi. Only thing you only got one spinner then.
Actually,
Huda doing the second.
Pranit, I may concur with your 11. Just that Venkatesh Iyer may not be there in my 11. Huda. He has done well.
How will you? When I gave you that option of an extra middle order batsman, you didn't pick it.
No, but we haven't picked a middle order batsman.
I was saying one more option because he's gone with that extra middle order.
I am saying, what if I get Deepak Hooda here? Okay, and Rishabh Pant bats at number 4, Deepak Hooda at number 5 for me.
No. I'm saying there are only spot for one more middle order batsman. He's picked another middle order batsman. He's not picked another spinner, Pranit. If you see. He's only picked one.
So that's what I'm saying. Venkatesh Iyer goes out of my team, a spinner comes in.
So then that is not the same team. His balance, he's gone with that earlier option I gave.
No,
of one spinner.
No, that team,
different setup.
except for Venkatesh Iyer, the rest of the team is exactly same.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. The balance is different. Name one.
Because what he's picked, the team that he's picked is the option that you gave earlier.
Yeah. Yes, that's what I was saying. Just go up a bit, just go. Prajwal Sethi saying India could go in with all spinner with Hardik third seamer, bowling in power play. So he's saying only 2 fast bowlers and then one fast bowler goes and
Point.
Hardik being the third option, and then you can have an extra
Yes.
batsman. That's another way you could fit in, but I doubt that is going to happen. In T20 cricket, you cannot see these spin-friendly tracks or flat tracks that you look at it. Look at when the IPL was played here as well. No team would just go in with 2 fast bowlers and a backup seamer. No, you will go in with 3 fast bowlers because you know nobody now is okay. Sometime maybe with a new ball you're bowling in the power play with a spinner, but at the death no spinner is bowling. So you're looking at 2 death bowlers there. You're going to be looking at a guy who bowls predominantly with the new ball. So this 3 fast bowlers most likely India is going to go. So that option is not going to happen as Prajwal picked. Rahul Chaturvedi says it is not though Akshar is ahead. You don't know, Kuldeep someday is too expensive, and it is not.
But he's
the
expensive
IPL.
because, well, as a wicket taking option,
So
you're always going to go for
what
him.
Rahul is saying that Akshar is ahead.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
I said that we were debating in terms of
Akshar is ahead
Kuldeep
for
him, Rahul Chaturvedi.
But Rahul,
He says it's not tough between this because we are saying he's saying
between
Akshar is
Kuldeep and Akshar
he is putting Akshar ahead.
for South Africa series, or
South
he's
Africa,
talking
I
about
think
the
South
T20
Africa.
World Cup.
South Africa. He says Kuldeep is too expensive.
But
So it's
Rahul,
not
the
yet.
only point that even I made earlier was that for the T20 World Cup, there has to be a planning, there has to be a vision. I don't think that Akshar Patel, with all due respect, he's a very good bowler. He can bat. He offers you more than what Kuldeep does. But the point that I was making earlier was that if Jadeja, if I ask you who is ahead, Jadeja or Akshar Patel in that T20 World Cup, for that T20 World Cup rather, you would, I think a majority of the people would say Ravindra Jadeja is ahead. Then you are left with just one choice, either Kuldeep Yadav or Akshar. So Akshar Patel and Ravindra Jadeja cannot be in the same squad.
No, I think he's only talking about this 11.
Although they were there, Akshar Patel and Kuldeep were there for the 2021 T20 World Cup.
No, I think he was talking about this 11 also. So forget the World Cup where.
No, but
where
this
there is
11 also.
There is no Jadeja.
But there has to be. I'm talking about the vision.
Correct.
Well, then if we're talking the vision, then I think one of those would be Jadeja. So if you're looking at a like for like,
Yeah, but he's saying that because there is no Jadeja now,
then you can look a little different.
Then you have to give Kuldeep the
give
opportunity.
a chance. He feels that because if he's the guy who's going to go to the World Cup, then might as well
Test them out now. Absolutely.
Maybe today Kuldeep would be 51 and Akshar Patel would be 49 in that race.
No, the only reason I was putting Akshar here was because
I get your
till
point.
6
Like for
you
like.
had batsmen, and I was a bit worried about my balance of the team. The only way you can remove Akshar is if you get another middle order batsman here and get Deepak Hooda
Absolutely.
to do.
Maybe you are right, and this is exactly what the team management would be thinking at this point in time. Why? Because we are talking. I am thinking about the vision that you have to field a T20 World Cup squad also, 11
You also have to win this series.
Yes, Rahul Dravid and KL Rahul. Why KL Rahul would say, forget about the T20 World Cup. My captaincy, my future. I am the vice captain of this Indian team, and today I have been appointed as the stand-in captain of this team. For me, the most important thing should be to win this 5-match series. So I will field the best playing 11 with all the resources that I have. So if that is going to happen, then you never know. Yuzi Chahal and Akshar Patel might just make it to the 11.
Okay, so now that is why I gave an option. So let's come back to that middle order and try and finish our 11. Who comes in then here? Deepak Hooda for me. Anybody has any other thoughts?
I think mine is Deepak Hooda, and
So I said Deepak Hooda for me.
Yeah.
Any other thought you said?
Okay.
Yeah.
I think he heard you say Dinesh Karthik.
Is this the one?
Yeah.
Go. Better handwriting than me.
No. Okay. Deepak Hooda.
Yes. Now, so we've almost done with the
Now
11.
you'll be bombarded with this thing.
No, so now we are done with the 11.
Can
This
you
is the 11
come at
we've
the
gone
bottom?
with, but
And
we
stop
have to
there.
now remove one between this and that. And as I said, I was tempted with going with Akshar simply because of batting nobody at 7. So I was going with Akshar. But the other thing is both Akshar, Yuzi Chahal, similar bowlers, nothing for the left-hander. But the option there is, for the left-hander, the option that you have is get Deepak Hooda to bowl those off spin. So if I was to pick one, looking at this batting order, I'm going with Akshar then.
Yeah, same. Because
Just
if you're
for
looking,
number 7 batting, I need a batsman or an all-rounder at 7. So you got Hardik already. I want Akshar. And for the left armers, I'm going to use Deepak Huda. So then that becomes my team. Unless you get rid of both and then just put another batsman in.
I think with David.
In which case, DK could come in here.
I think with David Miller and Quinton de Kock, the kind of form that they've shown in the IPL, the team might be tempted to play Kuldeep Yadav.
You think so?
2 left-handers.
Okay.
At least.
So now casting vote goes to Shane.
Akshar. If you're going with the composition of the batting,
Yeah.
that's the only thing. I don't think they're going for a 6-5 in terms of 6 pure batsmen and 5
you don't
pure.
think that option is
No.
That is out.
You're going with one more
DK is out.
additional
And
batting
it's a
option.
safer option. See,
Yeah.
what might just happen is Hardik Pandya and Bhuvi open the bowling, open your bowling. I'm just thinking that Hardik Pandya might just bowl
Good.
1 over or maybe at max 2 overs.
Bhuvi actually, you might actually,
Arshdeep will bowl.
no, but Arshdeep mostly they save him for middle.
No,
and
but I'm saying in starting, he bowls 2, he bowls 1, done. You keep him for, because you also got Harshal
for that.
so
Yeah, you actually
do
have
it.
3 very
and
good
then a
death
spinner
bowlers.
comes in
So yeah,
in the middle.
See, Deepak Huda for sure should be in that 11.
This all 3 agreed on.
Yeah.
Done.
KL Rahul would know his potential than anybody else.
correct.
For obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Because he was the
Number
third.
3 at Lucknow.
Yeah, in fact, he held the entire middle order together.
Correct.
Deepak Huda throughout the season for Lucknow Super
I'll
Giants.
just quickly take a few
Yeah, please.
teams. Alak Singh has picked Rahul. You've given an option between Ruturaj and Kishan. Then he's gone with Shreyas Iyer.
No,
Pandya
maybe he's
at
saying
4,
Ishan
Pant
Kishan at
at
3.
5, DK at 6, Akshar, Harshal, Bhuvi,
Achha, option.
Chahal. So he's gone with Harshal, Bhuvi and Avesh,
And Chahal is a spinner.
Yuzi and Akshar. So he's got those bowlers. Then how has he fit DK? Oh, he's not gone with a Huda.
He's not gone with Huda. He's putting a
okay,
Pant
that's
up
a
at-
fair.
Yeah, Pandya at 4. Pushed him up higher up the
fair.
order.
Now
I
this
think- but I
team,
think Huda will play. Take it from me, because they're going to use his off spin against the
Yes.
left armers, because most likely Yuzi and Akshar play. Akshar fits in as the all-rounder.
And
I
if
think
Akshar
that
is
would be
playing,
the-
Huda for sure is going to make it to the 11.
Yeah,
True.
that's
The
why.
only worry in this squad that I have
Yeah.
is that except for Rishabh Pant, you don't have a left-hander.
Yeah. So,
Left-handed batsman.
Vinayak Rajput is with KL Gaikwad and Ishan at 3. Shreyas at 4. Pant at 5. Hardik at 6. Harshal at 7. Bhuvi, Yuzi, Kuldeep, Arshdeep. So only one spinner. He's gone with that.
They have 2 left-hand batsmen
He's
actually,
gone
but
with
neither
that
both are out of form. Ishan and Venkatesh, both.
Yeah.
Both in bad form.
Himanshu Mahajan has picked KL, Ishan, Iyer, Pant, Hardik, DK, Akshar, Harshal, Umran, Bhuvi and Chahal, in which case he has not gone with Huda. He's also not gone with Huda.
Strange, because see,
Pancham Techno, yeah.
because there's one spot that looks vacant as of now. If you see, and that is your number 6 or your so-called finisher, or number 5 or whatever position that is, 5, 4.
So
where-
Hardik plays at 6 because he was batting 3,
No,
4,
Hardik-
whatever for his team. Now he does this.
That's
Yeah,
where he has to bat.
I think so. Yeah, he
Yeah,
goes.
if
That was a
everyone-
different role for his team.
Yeah.
It's a different
Yeah,
role.
because
for
otherwise,
him.
if you have to look at it, then you have 3 pure number 4s who did that job
Yeah.
for their team. So
unless
someone
you do,
has to.
unless you do this, that Hardik then at 5 and Huda comes at 6. Do that.
Also possible.
But again, Huda batted 3, 4 between 3 to 6 for his team also.
But eventually, for
did his best work at 3.
but eventually, for what place is Huda fighting for in the Indian team?
Yeah, he is fighting here.
So
At
you
this-
never know. Maybe Hardik Pandya bats up the order and Huda,
Yeah, possible,
and Huda did get a few opportunities lower down the order for India, and he did reasonably well. In fact, he finished games.
Yep.
He did pretty well in that position. And the spot that looks vacant is once again, it's going to be a 15-member squad, and there's one place vacant, for which Shreyas Iyer, Deepak Huda and Dinesh Karthik, all 3 would be fighting, because as much as we can say that Ishan Kishan, Ruturaj Gaikwad, but do we have a spot there available?
No.
Because
Tough. One's Rohit and Virat.
Rohit, because Rohit and KL
Are your
it seems-
designated openers?
Exactly, are their designated openers, and just in case.
You have Virat also who can play at that. And don't forget Surya Kumar at 4. So that
Yes.
top 4 is pretty sorted.
Yes.
Yep. That's what I'm saying. That's the future. So for now, we have to finalize our 11. So we went with Akshar, right?
We went to Lakshya, so we can remove Kuldeep.
Kuldeep. We've gone with Akshar. Only purely
Sorry,
because
Kuldeep.
of balance.
Yeah, I would have loved to have
Yeah,
Kuldeep.
sorry, Kuldeep.
Would have loved to have Kuldeep there, but yes.
KKR player. So this is the team that we've gone with purely based on balance as well, and looking at permutation combination. KL Rahul, nobody had a doubt on. Why we went with Ruturaj Gaikwad? If you're joining us right now on the video, just go back. We've discussed that why we picked him. Shreyas Iyer, we had no debate. We had put his name there. Had a great last series for India. Deepak Huda, another debate. But looking at his IPL form, looking what he did for India also before
Previously,
India opportunity, he comes in, may not bat at number 4, could be at number 6 or 5, whatever the team decides. Pant comes in at 4.
Yes.
Or Hardik,
Pandya for whatever.
could be. So that is Rishabh Pant is your keeper. Hardik Pandya. DK, unfortunately, we couldn't fit him. The only way we could fit him was in the middle order. Then we would have removed one spinner and got Huda to be the second spinner. Pandya the 6th bowler. But we've not gone with that. And now to get that balance right, we've gone with Yuzi Chahal and Akshar and not Kuldeep, who is a wicket-taking option. Only because at number 7 we were not finding an all-rounder.
Exactly.
Batting was still 6, so we needed a 7 also to be good. Since Jadeja is not there, that's why we've gone with Akshar over Kuldeep. Yuzi Chahal, the best spinner, has to be there. Bhuvi, Harshal, no debate we had. We picked them.
Even Arshdeep
Even
was a
Arshdeep was
unanimous
unanimous.
choice.
Yeah, though we spent some time.
How long has
debating.
Akshar been with Delhi Capitals?
Quite a
they
long
retained
time
him,
now.
so a few years.
I think he was there in the previous auction, the previous mega auction. They bought him then 3
No,
years,
no.
and then retained him.
Okay, so but he should be, fairly
Well
familiar
versed with the Delhi
exactly
pitch,
familiar with the conditions here at Kotla. May not
Though
be
he didn't play the
as last competitive match that happened at Kotla. He wasn't part of that, but.
We would know.
But we've been talking about. In fact, I've been pointing that out. The vision. T20 World Cup has to be your goal. But the captain would much rather want to win the series, and then you can make as many changes as possible.
Yeah. Their deck says make South Africa's playing 11 too. Not today. Maybe we'll do it tomorrow because
Exactly.
it's
So
time.
what tomorrow?
But I could quickly run them through it. It
Yeah, because we were debating that earlier.
It wasn't
tomorrow.
tough.
Okay.
Wasn't tough. Quinton de Kock, and we went with
Bavuma.
Reza Hendricks.
Yes.
Not
I think
Klassen.
Bavuma.
No, I'm just saying openers.
Openers,
But-
openers.
Bavuma wouldn't he open?
No, he'll be in the middle order. I think so. Does he open?
No, but World
I'm
Cup
just
he
putting-
did. Yeah, I
I'm
think
just putting the names down, whatever the batting order. So Reza Hendricks, Quinton de Kock,
For
Temba
sure.
Bavuma, Van der Dersen, Markram. I'm just putting names down.
Miller.
That's 5. Miller 6. Okay.
Imagine.
Then you've got Rabada, Andrik Nokia,
Tabriz Shamsi.
Tabriz Shamshi,
And Marco Jansen also.
Marco
And
Jansen.
They will
Yeah.
need an.
A left armer.
So
I think that's
10.
Pretorius.
That's 10.
Pretorius
We
is
missed
Pretorius
out.
as
there.
your-
Is he
No,
there?
not Pretorius. We missed out on a batsman.
You picked 7 batsmen.
6.
At 7 is your all-rounder, no? Marco Jansen.
Yeah, but we needed
Then
one
8, 9, 10, 11.
One more
Shamsi,
batsman.
Rabada, Norke if he's fit
Yeah,
and
he is.
available.
So-
then maybe a Engidi is he
Engidi
there?
is
Yeah,
there.
no, but
Engidi is there.
we picked Marco Jansen, Rabada, Andrik Nokia, who we think is going to be
So-
fit. So those are your 3 fast bowlers. You got Tabriz Shamshi as one spinner. The other one could be Markram.
Markram.
So just one spinner. That's 4 bowlers. Now you need 7 batsmen. So a batsman, let's say Reza
So-
Hendricks,
Ba-
Quinton de Kock,
Bavuma.
Bavuma, Markram, Van der Dersen,
David Miller.
David Miller. 6. One more.
Yeah, Marco Jansen at number 7.
No.
I don't think he's.
He'll be 8.
We picked Rasi.
He'll be 8.
Okay.
We
He'll
picked
be
Rasi.
8, yes.
Did he
or
pick
unless they
Rasi?
go with another spinner like
Class.
Keshav Maharaj or someone like that.
Yeah, I think
Possible.
not too long ago he was the captain.
Yes. They've got other.
He led the team, of course, in the absence of
right.
Bavuma.
Right.
Yes. So by the way, it's a very very potent South African team.
And
No, but we
that is
know
what
that we were. I was doing that video of looking for 6 threats, and I'm like, you could easily make more than
Check that video out. 6 threats from the South African team and why they are threats. Video is
Because
already up on Sports Today.
he wanted to do 3 threats, but when he actually looked at that squad,
We realized there's a
he
lot
realized
more.
that there are a lot more than 3, 4, 5, even 6. So what we are going to do is
Back
this
to the-
11, is this team, is this Indian 11 or team
Yes.
good enough
Yes.
to beat South Africa at home here in India? Because remember, South Africa has never lost a T20 series in India.
Wow.
And this time it's a full strength South African team.
With all batsmen firing, with all of the players firing, you can say. So,
But for that, you'll have to tune in tomorrow to the Dugout. As always, great to have you as company here. Subscribe to Sports Today if you haven't already. It's going to be a busy cricket season ahead. We're looking forward to it. Plenty videos other than the Dugout coming your way. Game about to start today. We're going to be watching that. Sri Lanka and
7 o'clock.
Australia. So we'll watch that and then see you tomorrow as we build up for the first T20 between India and South Africa to be played at the Firozshah Kotla or the Arun Jaitley Stadium as it's called now.
You can call it Kotla.
Kotla. Bye.